We're going to talk about, of course, Starfield. We're back to Starfield today. And I thought since Antoine watched the latest episode, he should go first.
They released episode 3 of the Constellation, which is all about sound. It's a very brief episode of 6 minutes, and I wasn't particularly into it, to be honest, because it's the sound that you heard, on the videos of Starfield already. So there's nothing new in terms of music. Here, the music you have is random space music that exists. Basically, it's nice random space music, background music, background space music. It's nice one, but it's just what it is. It's just background space music.
Was it
Yeah.
orchestral music? I'm a big fan. Like one of the things I like about Disney Dreamlight is Valley is that they have wonderful all the Disney pieces with orchestral music, and I don't like any music with like a beat or anything, and would just make gives me a headache. So I'm a big fan. Though most people are not.
Yeah,
I love orchestral music.
if it was something like Disney or like the orchestra of Final Fantasy, when they go around the world doing the best music with the orchestra, that's fantastic. I love it. But that's not exactly the kind of music you will find in Starfield. Just again, random space music that WAV or that MP3 or whatever.
Adam, what's your take?
I would have preferred if they were going to do a sound video. I would have preferred to see how they did sound effects. Because I mean, with all these kind of spacey and sci-fi kind of sounds, I'd be interested to see how they do that. I mean, do they just go online and there's like a database of sounds, or like I always liked in Wall-E they had I think it was on the DVD or something where they showed how they did all the sounds for the space stuff, and they just had like a big, basically a garage full of just stuff, and they were just like banging on stuff or dropping things to make all these sound effects. Just seeing how they did that and overlapped different sounds to make these different things. Or like in Jurassic Park where they sample lots of different animals, so the raptors have a little bit of dolphin in them and mixed with some bird calls, and the T-Rex had some bear and some whale mixed together. So I always find that kind of sound design a little bit more interesting than the music. Yeah, with music, I mean, it's interesting to see what they do, but I mean, we all know how it's made. You have a composer who puts it together, and then they give it to an orchestra, and the orchestra plays it. I mean, you know, some of the themes and inspirations are interesting, but I mean, the process itself it doesn't really change from project to project. Whereas the sound design for sound effects, I think, is always really interesting.